let us unmask appreciating poetry today. Yep, you've studied so many poems so far. You know so much about some of the poets and their poetry. Some of the poems you liked very much. Some of them you appreciated a lot, right? Okay, today let us unmask or unfold a new poet and his poems. His poem is Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. You know who wrote this? It was Dylan Thomas, one of the wonderful poets of 20th century. He had a lot many fans on the both sides of Atlantic. He was equally famous in the UK and the US. And we have an opportunity to know him, to know his poem. Okay, without wasting much time, let's go into the poem straightforward. As you see on the screen, the title of the poem is like this: Do not go gentle into that good night. See, Dylan Thomas is so famous for his imagery, for his word selection, moreover his thematic concerns. Here, he is bringing about a very strong metaphor for death, for life, day and night, day for life and night for the death. Okay, let us move on through the slides. First of all, let us know something about Dylan Thomas, because that is so important to this poem. Yeah, Dylan Thomas was born on 27th October 1914 and he passed away 9 November 1953. See how sad it is. Such a great, talented poet died at the age of 39. And so sad. Anyway, he is so famous for his recordings for BBC. Actually, he was a very popular poet at the time of his living, because he used to broadcast many audios, poems, scripts through BBC radio. And his fame always pronounced as a Welsh poet also, famous Welsh poets also, because he was born in Wales. Okay, so 3 points over here: that he was a famous Welsh poet, and his radio recordings for BBC took him into fame. He became a popular poet and he had a very short life of 39 years. Okay, to talk about his family background, his father was a teacher. He used to recite a lot of literature to him, so that he had a chance to have an interest towards literature at a very young age. And he was a school dropout at the age of 16. He had good writing skills, so he tried to have a job in the journalism. As a journalist in a newspaper. See, unlike the other poets, like his contemporaries T.S. Eliot and W.H. Auden, Dylan Thomas was more concerned with writing with its intense lyricism and highly charged emotion, which had more in common with a romantic tradition. More than social realities, he was of a poet with romantic elements, emotions in his poems. And another important thing, that he used to use wonderful, strong and powerful images in his poetry. And the third point, or the last point we need to discuss to know about him, Thomas toured America and he got some scholarships to travel the world so that he can describe the places through the BBC. And he also got some of the stipends from Poets Association. He toured 3 times America, and in the last tour he collapsed because he always believed in enjoying life. He became a drunkard. Maybe or may not be because of that he collapsed and he went into a coma state. and he died in that coma state. That was the sad end of his life. And we should know about his father, because this poem was dedicated to his father. His father was on his deathbed, and through this poem, Dylan Thomas tries to invigorate, improve his spirit, and give more confidence to face his illness, old ailments. It is said that he had cancer, whatever. This was a poem by which Dylan Thomas tries to give confidence, courage to face death, or to come back to the life, or to fight the illness. Okay, to talk about this poem, very important point is that this poem is written in Villanelle. See the pronunciation, Villanelle. This is the pronunciation, Villanelle. Okay, this is a type of poem in which there will be 19 lines, as you see on the screen. See, 19 lines of any length divided into 6 stanzas. So 3 lines poems. With 3 lines you will have 5 stanzas. So 3 line stanza is generally known as tercet. So how many tercet? 5 tercet. It means that 15 lines. The last 4 lines is a quatrain, which will have 4 lines. So 5 tercet and 1 quatrain constitute 19 lines. Okay, fine. So this poem is a Villanelle, a wonderful poetic style that we are going to learn right now. Okay, see, let's come to the poem right now. Okay, maybe we can go to the lyric pattern, rhyme scheme of this poem. You see the first, you take the first tercet, in which you can see that the first line is A, second is B, third one is A. Night, day, light. Night, light. So A, B, A. And it repeats. It repeats. And you take the last quatrain, in which A, B, A comes. Because it ends with the night, and the third line means the line before the last, and the last line comes in the light. Okay, so this is the rhyme scheme of Villanelle. Okay, let's go to the poem. Do not go gentle into that good night. Let me make it so short so that you'll understand it better. Do not go gentle. Do not be that much gentle, mild, soft into that good night. Here, good night is a metaphor for goodbye, farewell, the last farewell. Let us take it as a death. His father is on deathbed, and he is instructing. He is giving a type of courage or an instruction to his father that do not say gently good night to the death. Do not say a gentle farewell to your death. He says that he invokes that we need to fight. He gives us energy to fight the old age and death. That's the beauty of this poem. And he says, do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and drive at close of day. Day is life. At close of day, towards the last moments, or towards the old age should burn and drive, should fight, should protest against what? At the close of day. Even though you are old, you should not succumb. You should not conquer. You should not submit yourself to the death. Rage against the dying of the light. Rage. Fight every moment against the old age. Show that spirit to live, and never ever submit yourself, or don't be that submissive in front of the death. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and drive. See the word burn and drive. Cholikia, protestia. at close of day, towards the last moments of life, or towards the old age of the life, or towards the last days of life. Rage against the dying of light. Rage, protest. Again he says protest. Struggle, show a fight against the dying of the light, against the dying of life. Okay, the second stanza, easy, right? Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Though wise men at their end know dark is right. Old people think, what? I am so aged, I'm 64 or I'm 80. Death comes to me. So they accept death because they know that nobody lives here longer. And since he is aged, he must die. They accept. At the end, no, dark is right. Death is right. Death is an imminent fact. Death is an inevitable reality. They know that. Because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. See, second line of this stanza is from Dylan Thomas, as in the form of a request. Because you should know that your words, your pronouncements, your words that you made in your life had forked, had not diverted, had not made any difference in the form of lightning or any remarkable light. Even though you lived so much, you have not made a contribution. That is so lightning, that is so bright. So you should not submit in front of death so gently. Okay, fight. You have to contribute more and more. Do not go gentle into that good night. How beautiful. Next stanza. Good men. He categorizes people into some categories. Good men. Some people, they are called good men. The last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in the green bay. Rage against the dying of the lights. Those people, they are good people. The last wave by, they are on the last wave. The last wave of their life. The last moments of their life. Crying how bright. They know because they had done something good in their life. So they know how bright those deeds were. They went some places, they explored so many things. They know the beauty of those things. They still are craving for that brightness. They still want that beauty of their life. Their frail deeds. They have done some deeds. They are frail though, but they are bright. They are so magnificent. They don't want to die. Might have danced in a green bay. Their beautiful, wonderful acts has been or dancing in their memory on the bay, because maybe they were sailors. We get some image of sailors over here, whatever. So they still want to have that merriness, that happiness. So they should protest against the death. They should also feel that they want to live more. They want to have that frail deeds again and again, so that they can dance again at the bay with happiness, being happy, being gay. You got it? Okay. Next stanza. Wild men who cawed and sang the sun in flight and learned too late. They grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into the good night. See the line? Wild men. Those people were wild. See, here we think about pilots or those people who walk in the sky. Okay, they are pilots, right? We get such an image over here. Wild men, they were wild. They were so adventurous. Who cawed and sang the sun in flight. While they were flying, they used to dance and sing with the sun and learn. But now they are old, or because they are on the deathbed because of some ailments. Too late. Now they understand. They grieved it on its way. they have to grieve because they can't do that flight anymore, because they understand they are going to face the imminent death. He says that, don't grieve, come to the spirits, go. Do not go gentle into that good night. Do not say gently, I am coming with you to the death. I am going to fight with you. Show some spirit. He says, grave men. See, grave men has two meanings. Those people who are about to die, they are going to grave. Another meaning is that they're so serious people. So grave men near death, who see with blinding sight. Here now some autobiographical element is here, because his father was on the deathbed and he was blind towards his last age. He was suffering a lot, and above all he had cancer. So he is directly addressing his father. Grave man. His father was so serious school teacher. Everybody respected him before. So maybe he is alluding like that. Anyway, grave men near death, Marana Kidakele, Maranathinte Mukhamugathu, who see with blinding sight. Avarkippo കാഴ്ചകൾ അത്ര clear അല്ല, blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze. He is giving motivation, he is giving inspiration. Father, even though you are blind, even blind eyes could blaze. Blaze, get bright. Like meteors and decay. ആകാശത്തുള്ള ധൂമകേതുക്കൾ പോലെ പ്രകാശം കൊണ്ട് ജ്വലിക്കാൻ അതിന് ഇനിയും പറ്റും. And be gay and be happy. Don't think that you are too aged, you are going to die soon. Don't think that your blindness is a curse upon you. Think positive, Dad. Come back to the life. Rage against the dying of the light. See, that refrain gives all types of the motivation. And the last quatrain. And you, my father, again it is too close and too straightforward. And you, my father, there on the sad height. You are on a sad height. You are going to die soon. You think like that. Curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Because of my words, you sometimes curse. I don't know what you are going to do. Or you may bless me with my words. Do whatever you like me now with your fierce tears. Because of happiness or because of curse, you may have tears in your eye. Let it come out, my dad. I pray. This is my prayer. Whatever happens, you come to the life. Let it be a curse or a bless. Doesn't matter. Come to the life. Come back to the life, Dad. Do not go gentle into that good night, Dad. Do not say that gently goodbye to the death, Dad. Rage against the dying of the light. Rage against the dying of the light. I love this poem. I think this poem has been very famous because it has been used in one of the stellar movies. I hope you guys enjoyed this poem, and it is highly inspirational. It gives us a strength to fight the problems of life. It gives us inspiration to rage against the death. It doesn't matter how old you are. Work hard.